today's video is just going to be a get ready with me using some older products in my collection. The last get ready with me that I did was using all the newer products that I got, but I really just want to dive into some older stuff today because I really have just been using my new products a lot, and I want to go back into some brands that I just really want to use again. So I just primed my eyes with my Anastasia eye primer, and then I just went in with my lip oil from ColourPop and Hot Shot, and then I just set my eyes with my Urban Decay Stay Naked powder. I love this powder, and I'm happy that I hit pan on it recently. So we're just gonna jump in. So today I really want to use Odens Eye, and I'm gonna use my Odens Eye and Angelica Nyquist Hela palette because I am wearing my Maleficent shirt today, because I've been like working through some of my Disney shirts to wear when I go out. So I'm seeing my friend from Suffolk today. We're gonna go to the mall and just, you know, shoot the shit and all of that. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna go into this beautiful palette. So I want to do like a pink and green look today. That's typically what I go for with this palette, but I just am feeling those colors, obviously, because those are the colors I'm wearing on my shirt, and I want to go in with the pinks first, and then I want to deepen up with the green. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take this shade first, called Hela, which is literally the signature shade in the palette. It's called Hela. I forgot what it was called for a minute. I'm just gonna bend this all the way back because it does go, actually, doesn't really go all the way back, but that's fine. So I'm gonna dip into that shade first, and I'm just gonna take my Odens Eye brush, and we're just gonna start using that in my crease. I just want to make sure I can actually see what I'm doing. So I have a few things going on this week, nothing too crazy, but I just needed to like see a friend because I just have been kind of doing like the same things lately, and I'm just getting like bored with myself because all I've been doing is seeing my boyfriend and going to class and working, and I'm just like, I need to see a friend. So, and I usually see him once a week. We just like check in on each other. I've known him since I went to college back in 2018, and we just became really good friends after that. He really is the only person that I see that I went to college with for the second time. He's the only person I really hang out with. So we're just gonna go to the mall, and then we're gonna eat, and we're also going to probably do mini golf later, because there's like a mini golf place in the mall, and we actually have been wanting to do that there, but every time we want to go, it's either like too late or they're like closed. So we'll probably do that around like 6:30ish or something later, because they do close at 8. And I do want to leave the mall a little bit before 8 o'clock so we don't like get closed out. So we should have like a good 2.5 hours to shop. I don't know if he's like looking for stuff like specifically, so we'll see. But the last time we shopped, he did get a few things, so we'll see. My boyfriend doesn't like the mall, so I didn't ask him to go, but also like I did see him the past 2 days, so it's not really like a huge deal. And then I'm working tomorrow, so I swear I always like forget like how easy Odens Eye mattes are to blend out, and every time I actually use them, it's like they're such a pleasure to work with, and they're just so easy to build up the color. Of course, like my eye is a bit dry today, but that's my fault. I guess I should have put on some Vaseline last night, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, and then for the defining shade, I don't know why it's so hard for me to find this brush lately. There it is. I'm going to use the hot pink, which is called Goddess, and I'm going to use that in my defining area. I'm just going to take that. I have been doing quite a bit of pink looks lately because I did add a couple of pink palettes to my collection, and also it was Valentine's Day recently, so I just wanted to put a little bit of a twist on a pink look today. And also I wanted to use the multi-chrome in this palette because that is honestly the last shade that I haven't used more than once. I mean, I've used it more than once, but I've used it only once on my lid. I've really used it more so in like the inner corners. So I have done that with like two of the other Legendary Diversa palettes recently, is that I just wanted to go into the multi-chromes again because they are so beautiful. So that's the shade that I want to use. So once I have the pink built up, and I think that looks pretty good, I'm going to go into the dark green shade. So I'm not really sure what it's called. It says Ouroboros. Probably butchering that name. That's like literally the only one that I don't really know how to say. But it's this stunning super pigmented green. So I'm going to use that. Oh, see, it like doesn't lose its opacity or pigmentation when you blend it with the pink. And that's what I was nervous about, is that it wasn't going to show up this true to color, but it really does. And it just blows me away with their quality. So I'm just going to build it up a little bit more. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my God, I love that shade. And I'm just going to do a tiny bit more because I want it to be quite green. It's also like so pigmented that it doesn't really blend as well with it, but I don't care because I want it to be that green, so it doesn't really bother me. And then I'm going to do the same over here, obviously. It just lays down so super saturated, it's like crazy. I really thought I was going to lose that color. That's why Odens Eye mattes are so good, because they don't lose their pigmentation as you layer them with other colors. But also, like, the pink isn't too dark, but also, like, with other formulas, sometimes, like, a darker color cannot show up as true to color because it's mixing with a different color, obviously, but not with Odin's Eye. Okay, so I'm just going to throw on some glitter glue and then we'll put on the multi-chrome. Okay, so once we have the glitter glue on, I'm going to go into double-sided, which is the multi-chrome shade. And it's a really stunning multi-chrome. It shifts like green and orangey pink. So I think it'll be really pretty with this look. And I love the Odens Eye multi-chromes. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes. This one is like one of the best because it has a lot more of like a delicate texture to it. I mean, I love their multi-chromes, but this one is so gorgeous. And I always forget how pretty it is until I use it again. Like, it's been a hot minute since I've used this shade, so it's also been a hot minute since I've used this palette. So I really just wanted to dip into it again. And I kind of wanted to use some of these palettes before I get the new collab palettes from Odens Eye. I kind of just wanted to refresh my memory on whether I still love the formula, and I really do, but also I just really wanted to use this palette. So I just need to really pack this on because it can be a bit sheer, but it's still really pretty. Okay. So I do have plans to see Ant-Man next weekend. I'm very excited about that. I was originally supposed to see another group of friends that I hadn't seen in a while, but one of my friends couldn't make it. And I had texted the group message that we're in, and I asked, like, hey, like, I'm going to request off Sunday. Like, are you guys still able to hang out? And then she said that she couldn't, so I asked my other friend, like, hey, do you have plans to see Ant-Man soon? And it just so happened to be on the same day that I was supposed to see my other group of friends. And then I told my friend, hey, my friend actually canceled plans. So I was like, is it okay if me and my other friend that I'm seeing today join you guys for Ant-Man? And she was like, yeah, sure. So I'm excited about that too. So we're going next Sunday and I'm excited. Okay, I just really need to pack that on again. I don't know why this is taking so long for me to pack on. It's also like kind of like the glitter glue. Okay. That looks pretty though. Ooh. That looks so pretty with this look. It gets like more of like a pinky tone to it when it's mixed with the pink mattes. And I'm obsessed. It's so pretty. All right. So I'm just going to blend those pinks a bit more because we just lost a bit of the pigmentation. This brush is so big from Odens Eye. It kind of like clashes with the lid sometimes. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. I really need to get another brush though for my defining shade because, I mean, I could just use this other Odens Eye brush and really just pack it on. That's not really working, but okay, that's better. God forbid I don't blend well enough, right? I swear, some people are so mean on YouTube, but these are blending out beautifully together, so I don't care. They basically blend themselves. So I don't really need to do too much. Ooh, that's so pretty. Yeah, I'm really liking how that's looking. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit more of the shimmer and just tap it on. Just so we don't lose that pigmentation. All right, cool. That looks pretty. I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's so pretty. And then just going to take a bit more of the green. Yeah, but I have like a couple people asking me to hang out this week, and I'm like, I love how I think because this week is President's Week, I'm not sure if it's this week or next week, but one of my friends that I haven't seen in a while, it was actually the girl that I went to her wedding for, and I was one of her bridesmaids. I haven't seen her since the wedding. So she actually asked me to hang out this week. And I don't know. We'll see. But I pretty much have plans for this week, so I mean, I don't have plans besides work and seeing my boyfriend, but I do want to see my boyfriend Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday is usually like my only down day, and also I also use those days to do classwork, so I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just going to grab my sponge and then we'll do my face. Okay, so now we're going to do my face. I'm just going to spray and hydrate with my usual Fourth Ray Beauty Spray. Totally missed my face there. And for the primer, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, as per usual, to make sure my foundation lasts. Even though this foundation isn't the most long-lasting, I just wanted to use it today, so it's not like a huge deal. I don't really care that much. I'm going to use my Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation in the shade 00. So this is the lightest shade that they have, and I don't really need too much of it. I think that might be enough, but let's see. This one is one of the most full coverage foundations that I have. I mean, I'm not a full coverage person, but this one is a very comfortable foundation to wear. And I really like the coverage of it. And it doesn't like wear off like I've never been a fan of NARS's foundations. I don't know, they just do not work for me. Like, some people have raved about like how good they are, but I've tried at least 2 of their foundations and I just cannot get them to work for my skin. And this foundation kind of reminds me of the All Day Luminous foundation, which I did like, but I swear, like, it just did not last on my skin for anything. Also, this one's like very blurring as well, which I do like, as it also has really good coverage. And also it wears off nicer than the NARS one used to. And that one just was not a good foundation. I definitely got rid of that one. But I'm pretty happy with all the foundations that I have in my collection right now. Like I've said, and Tina brought this up in a video, and I really like that she said this, is that I understand YouTubers that like make videos about like products you shouldn't spend your money on, things that they were reviewing for you guys and to let you guys know like what their thoughts are. I understand that for like a review channel. But why are you going to keep a product? If you're not a review channel and you're not reviewing products on the daily to let your subscribers know what's worth the money or not, because again, that makes sense because, you know, they review products all the time and they're reviewing them so you don't waste your money on it. I mean, who knows, if you try it, maybe you'll like it. But at the same time, she said in her video that why is it that people are keeping things that they don't like? For me, if I don't like something, it's going back. Like, I'm going to use my Cover FX Power Play Concealer because I really like the coverage of this one. But why is it that people, like, force themselves to keep something that they don't like? Forgot to put it on my forehead. This one has such high coverage, so... but if I don't like a product, why am I gonna feel guilty about returning it? Like, yeah, I used it and it's a shame that somebody else can't use it, but I'll either, if it's way past the time of me being able to return it, I'll sell it on Poshmark. But if I can get my full money's worth back for something that I didn't like, I'm gonna go return it. Like, why am I gonna keep something that I don't like? I want to get my money back. Like, I still spent my $30 on a product that I don't think is worth the money. So why wouldn't I want to get my money back, or at least the credit back on like my Sephora card or on my Ulta card, or try to exchange it for something that I do want? I'd rather put it towards an exchange. But if I want the money back, I'm not going to feel guilty about it because, one, that's my money that I spent. That's my hard-earned money that I worked for. So why the hell am I going to try and make something work that doesn't work for me? So just keep that in mind. Sephora is usually, I think, 2 months. And at least if you can't... Oh, I forgot how much I love this concealer. It looks so good. I haven't done full coverage in a little while because I don't really work that much anymore. And also, I haven't went out in a little while. Look, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's just such a good blurring concealer. And also, like, things from Marshalls, like, I think I've only ever returned something once because this concealer is actually from Marshalls. What was I gonna say? I do think I want to stop by Marshalls when we go on the way home, because I kind of want to go there and check out their makeup again. I want to see what they have. I've been trying to get that Pat McGrath highlighter from the Bridgerton collection for a while. So I think we're going to stop by there before we go back, if I remember. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm just going to use my Pat McGrath powder to set my under eyes. I really like this powder. It's a really nice blurring powder. I don't know why more people don't talk about this loose powder. I think it's beautiful. But yeah, like, why am I going to keep things that I'm not crazy about? So, like, if I test them a couple times, I'll pretty much know how I feel about a product these days after only trying it, like, maybe twice. Like, I'll always make up my mind about a product, like, trying it more than once, unless it looks absolutely awful, like, the first time I use it. And then sometimes I'll try and use it with, like, a different primer or something. My skin is looking really good right now. Really like what's happening. And I'm just going to set again with my Urban Decay powder, because I want some fuller coverage today, but I love how it makes your skin look. It just looks so good. I just want a little bit down here. I just want to make sure I set my cheek area a little bit better. And then I just want to spray the shit out of my face because my skin got a little bit dry. I don't know why I'm knocking my lamp over. This is worth the hype. Just so you know, literally everybody that tries this loves it. It's an amazing setting spray. I love it so much. That's my third bottle of it because it's so freaking hydrating. I love it. Okay, let's go back into the Hela palette. Do I want this on the lower lash line? Because I was thinking about adding a bit of purple in, but am I feeling that vibe? Let's see, because I did pull out my Giant Wolves palette, and I might just use the purple from here. Because I have used this palette a couple of times in the winter. And I just don't know if this is the right purple, though. But it would be pretty. Let's see. Yeah, let's use this shade on the lower lash line. So for the inner corners, though, I'm going to take the shade Venom from the Odens Eye Hela palette. And I'm going to use that shade. Just because I want a bit more of that green. Is that too dark, though? You know what I'm going to do? Am I going to put that on the lower part and just use the lighter shade? I think I'm going to take Fluorescence because that's still going with the vibe. And I'm going to take that one on my inner corners. Yeah, I think that's a better choice because that one's brighter. I might take Venom just on the very, inner part here. But I think Fluorescence looks a little better. That is such a pretty color. Oh my god. So I do use this palette a lot more, though, than her collab with Kaleidos. But I still love that palette every time I use it. And that's my one and only Kaleidos palette that I own. Because I did sell the Cyber Bronze palette a couple of months ago. I think it was more than a couple months ago. I think it was last summer. Oh god, my nose is bothering me. Why is it bothering me? Oh my god. But I need Kaleidos to come out with something a little bit more fun. But I haven't purchased from Kaleidos in quite a while. But anyway, why is this one not as pigmented as the other side? Okay, that's way better. After I get the 2 Odens Eye palettes that I ordered from the Perfect World collection, I'll have almost 8 palettes from Odens Eye in my collection. Once I started with Odens Eye, I could not stop. Once I tried their formula, I was in love. I'm now I understand why everybody loves it so much. Okay, I need a little bit more here. Okay, that's what we were wanting. Yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, boop. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Sound like a turkey. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take a little bit of Venom and just put it right here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. I love how that looks. That's really pretty. Should I just connect it with the green? I don't know if I really want to use the purple. I was just thinking about using the Ouroboros shade. And just kind of connecting that lower lash line. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't feel like using the purple, so we're going to do the green. even though the shade is really pigmented. Oh, you know what's funny is that, like, the only, like, TikToks that I watch now is just to see if Michaela is gonna further fall on her face as she has been with this whole mascara thing. And I love how that's literally the only notifications that I get now, because I do watch her TikToks now, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna watch them anymore because I'm just so over the shadiness of these TikTokers. Like, that's why I never used TikTok in the first place. Not saying that every YouTuber is honest, because they definitely aren't, but I know whose opinions I trust and whose I don't, so. But yeah, I have the 4 Legendary Diversa palettes. I have the Merry Christmas palette, and now I'm trying to sell the Frisia Diva one because honestly, I have not touched that palette in a while. I was debating on it the last time that someone actually wanted to buy it from me, but I decided to keep it a bit longer because I do really like that palette. But I don't see myself using it again really at all, so oh my god, that looks so good. Okay, so we're not going to use the Giant Wolves palette. We're just going to stick with the Hela palette because I realize how pretty this palette is still, and I just want to use as many shades as possible. So now I'm just going to clean up the mattes a bit more, and then we'll do mascara. Okay, so for liner, I'm going to go in with my black LA Girl liner because I don't actually own any colorful liners right now, so... But I think that the black is really going to make the eyeshadow pop. So we're just going to use that. Yeah, that looks really good. I think that the look will come together more. Sorry, I know I like cover my eyes when I do this, but I don't want to poke my eyes out. That looks really good. Yeah, I like that. I think the look will come together more once I have lashes, my lashes done and everything. Like, I obviously don't do lashes, but I have been absolutely loving this Gwen Stefani mascara, so I'm just going to use this one again. I'm just going to prime my lashes. I'll just do it on camera. Who cares? Because I'm going to be done really soon. And I still have extra time. Because he's not going to be here until, like, 2:45. And then I'm just going to do mascara. I'm going to use my Gwen Stefani. Really love this mascara. It just gives, like, really nice length and volume. So I've been using it almost every day, but I don't care. It's so good. I just love how it curls the lashes so well and also gives me the length that I want. Oh, this look looks so pretty, you guys. Oh, why do I have so much hair, though? Like, that's really annoying me. I'm not comfortable in this chair right now. It's driving me nuts. Okay. That looks good. I'm... Oh, it's so brittle. I was going to use my Nomad palette today, like the new Verona palette. But I am planning on using it tomorrow, so I was like, let me whip out something I haven't used in a little while, and I'm really happy that I did, because I'm really enjoying how this look is turning out. Okay, and then I just feel like I need to blend a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, that looks a little better. I just don't want to, like, ruin the lid shade by blending too much. I think it looks pretty good, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. I like how it looks. That's all that matters, right? Who gives a shit what anybody else thinks? Because I really don't care. Okay, and then and I really like that I put that Venom shade on the lower lash line. I'm getting a little hungry though, so I had eggs this morning, but the food court at the mall we're going to is definitely one of the best on the island. My mall that I work in doesn't really have a food court, which kind of sucks, but my mall is definitely way smaller than the one we're going to, and also like the mall we're going to has a lot more stores that I like to shop at. They also have Sephora. I'm going to see if this Sephora has the Rare Beauty highlighters, because if they do, I'm going to pick up the shade that I want, because those highlighters are just so hard to find. I really cannot believe how popular they are, but I get it because it is obviously a celebrity brand, so. And everybody's talking about how good they are. So I really want to try one of them too. And I also think they went viral on TikTok, so I think that's why they're so popular. Okay, and then for my bronzer, I haven't used my Gucci bronzer in a little while, so I want to use it today. I love this bronzer, so I'm going to use that. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing okay. I still haven't finished Succession yet. I wanted to finish the last episode last night. I'm like 20 minutes into it, but I swear you guys, I can't go into my bed without like falling asleep in like 10 minutes. And then the annoying thing is that I can't fall asleep after I actually do want to go to bed. So I really love how this looks in person, even more so on camera than it does on camera. It just looks so good, and it's really fun. And I love how this is turning out. And I love the multi-chrome on the lid. It definitely picks up more of the pink with the pink shades. And I always forget how versatile multi-chromes are, because I'm always like, oh, it's not going to go with the mattes. And then it's like, wait, it'll pick up all the colors in the mattes anyway, because it's a multi-chrome. So okay, and then for the blush, we're going to go a little bit more themey with the rest of the makeup. So I want to use my Sleeping Beauty palette. I love this palette, you guys. This is the only products from Besame that I own, but since I'm wearing my Maleficent shirt, I want to go in with one of these pink blushes. I think I'm going to use the deeper one. I don't think I've used that in a hot minute. And these blushes are actually beautiful. I'm like so obsessed with this shimmer, you guys. Like, I don't know. I cannot stop staring at my eyes. Like, again, Odens Eye literally just makes some of the best shadows in the game. And I'm just going to take that deeper pink shade and put it on. I don't know why this side like kind of hates me today though. You know, I made sure that I set my face a little bit better, and it's still like, but it still looks good though, so I'm not really complaining too much. I always complain, right? I need to stop complaining. But you know, you want your blush to blend out the way you want it to, right? So it is a little bit annoying when your hair gets in the way and your blush doesn't blend the way you want it to, right? Is that something I can complain about? So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry if I'm not really talking too much. My brain is a bit fried lately because again, like I haven't been getting the greatest sleep the past 2 days. I was sleeping pretty good this week, and then I think I just jinxed myself, so now I'm not sleeping the greatest, and then I have work tomorrow, and then I just have plans with my boyfriend Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I have class because they canceled our Monday class again, so. Okay, do I want to use the highlighter in here too? I think it would be really pretty, but I also pulled out another highlighter that I think I'm going to use. I was going to use my Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette, but I really want to use this. So we're just going to use my Maleficent highlighter. This is so old. Actually, I'm holding it backwards. This is the front. This is part of the Disney Villains collection from ColourPop. I feel like it's kind of getting a bit of hard pan though, because it's starting to get a bit old, but I'm just going to use my fingers and we're just going to, oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. This used to be my favorite highlighter in my entire collection, and I still love it. I used to use this all the time, like with every single highlighter. If a highlighter did not do what I wanted it to do, I would add this highlighter to everything, and it would make it shine so beautifully. I'm just gonna pack it on a bit more with my brush, and that looks really pretty. I'm glad I went with that one, actually. Some vintage ColourPop, you guys. I wish they would, you know, do some more with the villains. I'm glad that they came out with a new Snow White collection, but this collection was really popular for them and everybody was super excited about it. I don't know why they never brought it back though. I still regret not getting that Cruella highlighter. Okay, that looks really pretty. Yeah, that looks really pretty. It's so super sparkly. It's kind of sitting a bit on this side, but it's no biggie. It still looks really pretty. It just is not as dark on this side as it is on the other side, which I kind of wanted, but it's fine. I'll just add a bit more to that side, and I think that looks better. But that is, you see how blinding that is? So pretty. This is like a super sparkly Super Shock. Say that 3 times fast. Super sparkly Super Shock. Super sparkly Super Shock. Super sparkly Super Sparky. Super sparkly Super Shock. Okay, and then I'm such a dork. Just gonna spray just to bring back some more hydration. And then for my lips, we'll go into lips in a minute. Okay, and then for my lips, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade, what is this called? Pink Electro. I haven't used this in so long, and I kind of wanted to just dig out something I haven't used in a while. Because I use a lot of the same lip liners a lot, so I'm just going to line with that. I forgot how good these are. They do tickle your lips though, but they're so smooth and creamy. I used to use them like all the time. But sometimes these like push-up liners like break, and then you like can't roll them up anymore. But I prefer a push-up liner formula, but sometimes they just break. Okay, and then we're going to go in with an oldie but a goodie lippy. This is one of the Luxe liquid lipsticks from the, can I talk? The Luxe liquid lipsticks. Luxe liquid lipstick. It's a little hard to say. From the Midnight Masquerade collection from ColourPop, and this is the shade Prince Philip. I forgot if it was called Aurora or Prince Philip, but this is obviously the Sleeping Beauty lippy, and I thought this would be perfect with it. So I'm just going to use that. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that shade. Isn't that such a pretty pink? And I prefer the formula of these over the lip creams because these last a little bit better on the lips. And they're not as liquidy as the lip creams in like a darker shade, like the Hocus Pocus lippy. That one got like everywhere. This one's like a lot easier to wear. And even though this one's more of like a lip kind, it's almost like a lip cushion or like a lip pillow. Like a, what are they called? Lip cloud? Not a lip pillow. It's a pillow for your lips. That's such a pretty color, yes. Sorry. Okay, so my friend's still gonna get to me by 3. I had a feeling. So I'll just watch some YouTube before he gets here. And I'll like put on my jewelry and all of that. I just wanted him to get here a bit earlier because like my mom might talk his ear off when he's here, so I'm getting hungry. I'm just gonna finish it off camera. I'm obsessed with this lippy. I forgot how freaking good these are from ColourPop. They're so smooth on the lips and they just look amazing on your lips, and I'm just obsessed with how it makes my lips look, and I haven't worn one of these in quite a while, and I love them. And I also haven't worn this shade in a long time, but it looks so good. I'm obsessed with how my makeup turned out today. This is definitely one of my favorite looks I've done since the Nomad look that I did with the red eyeshadow. So here are the eyes. So freaking pretty. I'm obsessed. And the green pops even more in person. And then the cheeks and the lips. So I really love how this look turned out. I'm really happy with all of these products, but these are products that I love for a reason. I've had them for a long time, and it was just fun to go back into some stuff I haven't used in a little while, because even though we get so much newness, we have to go back into the products that we don't use enough, because it's a waste of money if we don't use them enough. But I'm obsessed with how this look turned out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at TVW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I swear, some of the highlighters that I use now that I used to love, they're a little bit dark on my skin now, but it still looks pretty. I love it. So yeah, that's it. I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this look, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!